Las Vegas, Mr. Bob Arum and Top Rank Incorporated is proud to present the moment the boxing world has been waiting for, the rematch, 12 rounds of boxing for the Super Welterweight Championship of the World. Brought to you in association with Golden Boy Promotions and the undisputed king of beer, Budweiser. Sanctioned by the WBC, WBA, and IBA. And governed by the authority of the Nevada State Athletic Commission Chairman Dr. Luther Mack, Executive Director Mark Ratner. The three judges at ringside scoring this bout on the 10-point system will be Stanley Christodoulou, Dwayne Ford, and Anek Hamtongam. And when the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, working in the 159th time in a world title bout, Joe Cortez. And now, from the sold-out MGM Grand Garden Arena, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing blue and officially weighing in at 154 pounds. His professional record consists of 38 victories, including 35 knockouts with only 2 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, the challenger from Pomona, California, the two-time world champion, former lightweight champion of the world, former welterweight champion of the world, Sugar Shane Mosley. And across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing black and officially weighing in at 154 pounds also. Since he captured Olympic gold, his professional record stands at 36 victories, including 29 knockouts with 2 defeats. From East L.A., the 6-time world champion, the former junior lightweight, former lightweight, former super lightweight, former 2-time welterweight, and reigning super welterweight champion of the world, the Golden Boy, Oscar de la Hoya.
Second, I need you to get out, get them out. Out. Go. You in here? Stay here, go. So you got it.
All right, gentlemen. We went over the rules in our dressing room. I expect a good, clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. Punches here are good. Punches here, we went over this belt situation that's taken care of by the commission and by myself. I want a good, clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. Remember, guys, I'm fair, but I'm firm. Touch them up.
Everybody up.
When they met 3 years ago, they were young lions fighting for local pride in Los Angeles. Now they are mature lions fighting for survival.
George Shane Mosley looks dry. Body is dry. I noticed that at first when he got into the ring.
Is he not warmed up well enough?
He's not warm, but let me tell you, this event will make him warm.
You told me yesterday,
no sweat on the back, no sweat on the back. The guy who gets out first from the starting block, just like a track meet, you get off, you win this thing. But if you wait for the long stretch down and you haven't gotten off, you can lose.
Aren't the first 2 rounds more important to Mosley as he tries to rebuild his confidence from his recent experiences?
I think that Oscar de la Hoya is the one that better get off from the starting blocks quick. Last time he waited, things didn't go good.
Quick right-hand lead over the top landed for de la Hoya. Mosley reaching to try to jab to the body while still looking upstairs. Much slower pace at the beginning of the fight than was the case in 2000 when they came out and fought the first round as though it was the 12th round of a championship fight. Then fought one of the most memorable 12th rounds in recent memory. This is a much slower pace.
What's really different about this boxing match, Oscar De La Hoya is not bending down and crouch like in the first fight. He's spreading his legs when he wants to get a little closer and get a little lower. He spreads his legs and not bend down.
And De La Hoya landed the first sharp 1-2 combination of the fight, jab and a right cross up top. The right cross, in the view of many, has improved dramatically under the tutelage of trainer Floyd Mayweather. But there's dissent about that. Some people say, well, I don't think De La Hoya's right hand is all that much better. What everybody agrees on is that it will have to be better tonight for him to beat Mosley.
It was an easy fight for Sugar Shane Mosley last time because Oscar De La Hoya brought it all to him. Tonight, De La Hoya is taking one step back and making Sugar Shane bring it to him.
Hard right hand to the body by Mosley. His best connect so far. De La Hoya lands a right cross flush upstairs. Already Mosley has tasted Oscar's improved right hand. I say improved in the eyes of Mosley. There's a huge left hook by Mosley. Wobbled De La Hoya.
It's about gaining respect again. Oscar De La Hoya beat him to the jab, and he came back to put a hook to make him come to him.
And you saw the quickness of Shane Mosley in that lightning left hook. And there's De La Hoya's left hook. Also quick.
Get him down, get him out, get him out, get him out.
So far, De La Hoya, by using his jab, has been able to keep Mosley off him and neutralize that speed.
Absolutely true.
His legs. De La Hoya is using his legs this time.
Which means Mosley is not getting inside as freely as he did in the first fight.
So Mosley has to get in and risk something and take a chance on being counter-punched himself.
Another left hook for Mosley.
But I don't think that De La Hoya should make that fight, the fight that easy for Sugar Shane. He should take it to him a little more.
Oscar De La Hoya observing his plan in the first round. Shane Mosley may have nullified it with the one big left hook.
Of the 13 rounds they fought, I thought that was De La Hoya's best round.
He's getting tired already, okay?
Y'all need to put the grease on it. Put the water at.
And you got to use your legs a little more. You got to feint him a little more, jab a little more. You're doing fine. Okay, trying to bait you in like we talked about. You know that. To nullify that, just use your legs. You get this stuff in the hammer. And then in Colorado State, you got to do that on your legs. A little bit.
Mosley had one good moment in that round, perhaps the best punch, and it did throw De La Hoya off stride, but it was De La Hoya's round.
Reminds me of how De La Hoya wobbled against Vargas's first big left hook in the latter stages of round one of that fight. Oscar wobbles, but at this stage of his career, seldom goes down. Early in his career, skinny-legged, he went down a couple of times against lesser fighters. Harold gives the first round to De La Hoya, who by CompuBox numbers landed 12 of 48 to only 6 of 37 for Shane Mosley. Mosley, to be at his best, needs to be throwing more than 37 punches per round.
And Oscar's doing an excellent job. The way you fight the way you fight a counter punch, you jump on him, hit him 4 or 5 times, move backwards, make him come to you.
Get him out. Get him out.
So far, Oscar has been able to dictate the pace. When Mosley landed a big hook, it was one punch, not in combination. Oscar claiming that he'll throw 35 jabs per round through 34 in the first round. That was the plan. Mosley lands the left hook solidly again. This time Oscar took it better. Combination by De La Hoya. Mosley coming back to the body.
Oscar is outboxing the boxer. Hits him with 3 shots, step back, and make him come to you. That's what a boxer is supposed to do.
That was the big question about De La Hoya's game plan. Could he, in fact, go in and outbox a boxer?
And remember that Mosley landed many lead right hands on De La Hoya in the first fight. He has yet to be able to do that in this fight.
De La Hoya lands a jab, a left hook, 2 body shots, took only 1 right hand from Mosley. Oscar dictating the pace of the fight and landing more punches.
Both of you guys, watch your hands.
Mosley's going to have to get in with some footwork now. He just can't do it sliding in like Oscar did him last time.
Mosley seems unsure of how to attack, George.
Left to right, you got to do. De La Hoya surprised him. He surprised him.
Well, De La Hoya caught a line from Vernon Forrest when he said, a jab stops speed. So far, in the first 2 rounds, he's been able to largely nullify Mosley's speed with his jab. You see flashes, but not enough for Mosley to be consistent.
You see, you can't follow a punch you around, and Shane Mosley is aware of that. So he's not just gonna run in on Oscar De La Hoya. That means too many minutes goes by, he doesn't land rounds, he loses the round. If he doesn't land punches, I'm sorry, he loses the round.
This figured to be a more tactical fight, at least to start, than the first fight, and that is exactly what has developed.
And it's much more tactical, largely because Oscar De La Hoya wanted it to be that way and is succeeding in keeping it that way. Landed a left hook, Mosley landed a right hand.
Who would have thought that Oscar De La Hoya would be boxing and moving out of the way?
He did. That's what he thought.
Don't let him dictate the tempo of the fight, Shane. Give me some free for his nose. Don't let him dictate the tempo of the fight, Shane. You got to use your legs, okay? Use your footwork to get in there and go to the body. He's hurting to the body every time he hits to the body, okay? And you must counter. When you throw a little jab with the right hand, you got to counter. That was a good right hand too, but he hit it and knocked him down. But at the same time, you can't let him get a hit on the point.
Up and down, down and up, double, triple, and you're picking and sticking good too, okay? And look for the full counter, because I told you, he ain't want to jab you. I told you, you're going to beat him with jab, and fire the right hand, get rid of it.
Here's the jabber, De La Hoya, beating the jabber, Mosley, to the punch.
Oscar De La Hoya following his plan perfectly. He said he would throw 35 jabs per round. He's thrown 69 in the first 2 rounds. 34 in the first, 35 in the second. That's exactly what he wanted to do. Jack Mosley gave his son Shane very good advice. Use your footwork. Try to get inside. Counter more.
Oscar got in a sneak left hook that time also.
By leading with the left hook, which Mosley didn't expect after seeing all those jabs.
Once you get those jabs in your face, you can do about anything you want. And that's what De La Hoya is starting to do.
Oscar hasn't yet landed a high percentage of his power punches, but he's just picking his spots with that. There's a right hand over the top, though, as he continues to vary the attack in this round. Left low blow by Mosley. You heard Jack Mosley saying, get to the body. You heard him every time you do. De La Hoya counters Mosley with a good left hook.
All of that is about making De La Hoya come to you. De La Hoya is sticking to his guns, backing up all the time.
From a tactical standpoint, Oscar De La Hoya has fought a near-perfect first 2.5 rounds.
He doesn't allow Shane to shake him.
You heard Batista say that sometimes big money fights like this turn out to be cautious affairs because neither fighter wants to take a risk. This time, I don't think that's the reason. It's because De La Hoya's tactics have confused Mosley and left him uncertain as to what to do.
Mosley is confused because of a left jab and movement. The minutes tick away as Mosley decides what to do.
Well, this won't serve Shane Mosley. He's not getting off. He needs to land multiple punches and in combination.
There, he did land a terrific right hand on the inside, Mosley, just then.
Sure did, but he needs more of them in combination. One punch at a time isn't likely to do it.
Yeah, he's throwing his punches to shake De La Hoya more than to really knock him down or something. Shake him to make him come to him so he can do his Sugar Shane stuff.
Solid left by Mosley, but again, one punch. De La Hoya content to land one punch at a time. That serves his purposes much better. Good body shot by Mosley as Oscar got in close.
Okay, he's doing good. He's kind of waiting. You let him dictate. They might think he's dictating. I know you're waiting for a good shot, but in the meantime, you got to work, make him open for the shot. You started doing really good when you got on your toes. Okay? And just relax. Okay, throw the right hand to the body was good, but roll out. Don't pull straight back. All right? Keep a jab, touching him, touching him, touching him. Remember, we worked on that and just shoot the right hand to the body.
You can hit him with the body shot. His mouth is getting open. You still Joe? The mouth is open. You can hit him to the body some. Flip slide when you're inside, okay? Nail that body. Back with your jab. Okay, what you do? Go right back with your jab, okay? Pick stick.
In the first fight between these two fighters, Shane Mosley landed 100 more jabs than did Oscar De La Hoya. Through 3 rounds of this fight, Oscar De La Hoya has landed 33 jabs to 5 for Shane Mosley. That's a stunning reversal. Harold, how do you have it through 3?
Okay, Jim. I got it 2 rounds to 1, 29-28, Oscar De La Hoya. Jim, I thought that Sugar Shane Mosley in the 3rd round hit him pretty good. I mean, he landed a couple of pretty good darn good shots. Oscar De La Hoya is still moving and jabbing.
Time. Stop. Come here. I can't have
That's a headbutt.
Oscar.
And the headbutt is a cut next to De La Hoya's right eye. Right on the outside of the eye. And it is ruled an accidental headbutt. Joe Cortez immediately saying it's an accidental butt.
All right. Okay, both of you guys, watch your heads. All right, time in.
Blood is flowing from De La Hoya's eye, but it won't affect his vision.
That's not good for Shane Mosley because he's having to catch up if this fight doesn't happen to get enough rounds.
So in other words, he can't afford to butt him again.
No, and not only that, he's got to catch up on points.
Now, Harold Letterman had it 2 rounds to 1. It's not inconceivable that one or more of the official judges would have it 3 rounds to nothing. The 3rd round was close.
I had scored that round a draw. Yeah.
Underlining my point.
All right, bring out.
One thing about these boxing matches, no matter how you speculate, anything can happen.
Oh, absolutely. Heaven knows we've learned that one, George. Theater of the unexpected. Here's a good left hook inside by De La Hoya. Mosley jumping inside. And again, their heads flirt.
This is the best opportunity for Oscar now to land those hard shots because Mosley is closing in, trying to get in on those cuts.
And Oscar countering him with right hand and trying to rake him to the body. And Mosley gets in a couple of body shots of his own. And now the fight is beginning in round 4. We're starting to see more evidence of the amazing hand speed of Shane Mosley when he's at his best. But by and large, they're still fighting the pace that De La Hoya wanted.
Remember, you go through training camp, not a scratch. You get some blood coming out of your body, 12-round fight, things change as quick. Things will change on you and you don't even know why.
In the first fight, it was Oscar De La Hoya who spent too much time swinging for the fences. Here, the roles have been reversed. Mosley, too frequently, is swinging for the fences. It's one reason he's not landing as many combinations as he frequently does.
Shane has got no respect now. He's walking right in on Oscar De La Hoya.
Let's see that clash you saw as Mosley came up. Rightly called an accidental butt.
And, of course, remember Mosley's last fight against Raul Marquez was stopped in the 3rd round after a series of accidental butts.
That's purely accidental this time. These guys are both trying to get in that left hook to the body, and you're going to bang heads doing that.
De La Hoya's cut man is Joe Chavez. He's working the outside of the right eye right now.
Good. Okay, baby. Keep that jab pumping like you're doing, okay? And when you're doing good, you're stepping around good and keep your head moving, all right? Stay around and drop that right here, okay? In the body shots, okay? All right, you looking good. Keep it up. Hit to the body, I'm going to stop it.
CompuBox numbers in that last round. De La Hoya landed 26 out of 55 overall. Mosley only 10 out of 35. De La Hoya stepping up his connect percentage, landed 14 out of 27 jabs. Mosley only averaging 36 punches per round in the first 4 rounds. He would like to throw 70 punches per round.
Notice again, when they throw those left hooks, both heads are getting closer and closer.
Crunching right hand by De La Hoya. And as they both throw left hooks, their heads flirt again. Mosley got in a body shot. De La Hoya got in a left hook to Mosley's body.
Mosley is enjoying this mix-up, this exchange.
Come on, let me hold the head. Don't be pushing.
The referee steps in, tells you what to do, and step out of the way. Isn't that wonderful?
Mosley landed a right hand to De La Hoya's butt.
All right, let him out. All right, come on, get down, guys. Come on, get him out. Let's go, step back.
The first fight was fought at a pace like high-speed chess. This is more like high-speed checkers.
One good thing about this, Oscar is backing up, but his back has not touched the rope yet.
In the first fight, he refused to back up because he thought that he was going to overpower Mosley.
He's backing up, but he circles around.
Lead left hook for De La Hoya. Hasn't thrown as many jabs in this round. Maybe he's concerned about his eye. Mosley popping out a little jab there. De La Hoya missing with his. Left hook lands upstairs for Mosley.
Mosley has not tried to press De La Hoya to the ropes either.
De La Hoya lands a right cross, not with a lot of authority. Then goes right hand to the body. The jab is disappearing from the De La Hoya attack in this round.
Not only so, De La Hoya is not effective when his back is against those ropes. Shane Mosley hasn't pushed him there yet.
And as Oscar slows down throwing the jab, look how much closer Mosley gets. Suddenly, it's much easier for Shane to close the distance.
You got to have respect for Oscar De La Hoya's right hand.
Get him out. Let's go.
You can only get so close without fear.
All right, get him out. Clean, step back. Step back.
Good uppercut by De La Hoya with the right hand. Came back with a little left hook. Mosley lands a body shot and a left hook upstairs. De La Hoya comes back with a combination to the body. De La Hoya with a left hook upstairs, misses with the right cross. Mosley 2 left hooks to the body. They're trading shots as round 5 comes down the stretch.
Can't wait that long. You did great at the end, but you let it sit around. You did. I'm telling you, we are in here fighting on his turf. Okay? You can't. This is round 6 coming up. You cannot, from here on out, you have to take charge. Walk his ass back like I told you when you get tired.
That's what I want to hear. You keep that jab up, okay? When you jab in the corner, step around. All right? All right, then you're looking good. Keep it up. And fire some right hands. You're hitting the body good.
Here's an example of Mosley trying to adapt to the jab that was in his face in the first couple of rounds. And now after Oscar throws the jab, you see Mosley jumping in on him.
And maybe that's the reason that Oscar only threw 20 jabs in the 5th round after having tried to average more than 30 earlier in the fight. Power shots in round 5, Mosley 10 out of 22, De La Hoya 10 out of 35. Good connect percentage for Mosley, but he still only got off 47 punches in the round. And that's probably the reason why De La Hoya gets the round on the Letterman card. And despite the cheering from Mosley when he went back to his corner, you heard his dad, Jack Mosley, say, you can't wait on him like that.
Yeah, he's waiting for him to jab so he can duck. That's the counter puncher's thing. I'll do it after I duck.
Well, more and more you suspect, if the pace continues this way, Shane Mosley's going to have to give up being the counter puncher and attack. He tries it there with the right hand. And their feet get tangled up, and Shane Mosley sportingly touches gloves with Oscar De La Hoya. Mosley blocking the left hook to the body.
Yeah, but it had some effect. That left hook was good if you're going to go to 12 rounds. That cut on the right side of Oscar's face seems to have no effect on him.
Now De La Hoya starts to jab again. He's still thrown only 11 jabs in this round, and we're halfway through. Right hand across the top. De La Hoya's pace just slowing generally. Maybe he wants to save something for the late rounds when he was deficient in the first fight. Hard right hand by Mosley across the top.
That hurt.
Good right hand lead by Shane there.
But he waits too long to get another shot in. Throw a good shot, you got to follow it up quickly or the man wakes up again.
Well, that's the point I was making earlier. Once the best combination puncher in the game when he was rated number 1 pound for pound, Mosley now here, just as against Forrest, mostly landing one shot at a time.
That's because his opponent is moving away from him. He's generally, they're coming to him. Whoa.
Good left hooks to the body by De La Hoya, 2 of them in rapid fire succession. And they're going to take another look at De La Hoya's right eye. Remember, the cut was caused by an accidental butt. No, in this instance, it's a tape for the glove. Okay.
Also, the protector of De La Hoya has ridden up.
Top coming off. Stay right there. Okay, that's it.
That was De La Hoya's older brother, Joel, who wrapped his glove. Joel works in the corner and has through most of Oscar's career. Good left hook to the body by De La Hoya, a tactic he's employing more and more in this round.
Shane Mosley chasing him as though he's trying to knock him out.
So why is Oscar focusing more on the body? To take the power away?
If you get this fight in 12 rounds, you're going to use your left jab, you better go to the body too, and that's what Oscar is doing. Keep your man weak.
Mosley only threw 39 punches in the round. De La Hoya continues to employ a plan that has him dictating the pace.
It's the 7th round coming up. You're not hitting him enough. I'm telling you. If you don't throw some punches, use your feet. It's like you sparred with him in East LA at the Resurrection Gym. You jumped on him. What do you do? He came back. Jump on him, see what he can do. You don't have to hit him hard, but you got to be busy. You got to do it.
I can breathe in there, slow. There you go, you get the wind back. One couple times. Put it right there? Good. No, don't put one up. Now medicine. Take him down.
Mosley said that De La Hoya had won the fight outside the ring, meaning the negotiations, so he has to win the fight inside the ring. Right now, he's losing the fight inside the ring as badly as he lost the fight outside the ring.
There's a look of frustration on Mosley's face.
And in his father's face as he asks him to throw more punches because he thinks they're behind on the scorecards by a solid margin. Harold Letterman, how do you have it through 6?
I agree with Jack Mosley. Jim, I got it 5 rounds to 1, 59-55. Oscar De La Hoya. So I gotta tell you something. I can't score a fight for a guy that don't punch. Shane Mosley squares up right in front of him and doesn't do anything. I mean, that was a classic example. He's not punching. Oscar backs him every time. And that's all there is to it. It's De La Hoya based on activity, clean punching.
Well, not just his activity. I think even more critical, Shane Mosley's inactivity. And as we watch Shane Mosley throw one punch at a time, George, and you've made clear it's largely because of De La Hoya's tactics, how much of it might be because of the loss of confidence he suffered?
No, it has nothing to do with that. If it was a confidence factor, he wouldn't be chasing the puncher around. No sirree.
I give De La Hoya full credit for dictating how this fight is being fought.
So in other words, you're saying this isn't bad Mosley, this is good De La Hoya.
Good De La Hoya. For the first time, this Mayweather is making a believer out of me.
Floyd Mayweather Sr., who frankly and routinely claims that he is the best trainer in the sport.
I mean, this is totally different from the fight that Oscar fought in his last outing.
That may be one. There's a rare clinch. How many times have you seen Oscar De La Hoya in his career clinch, but he just grabbed and held Shane Mosley?
Yeah, he's smart. You got to
now he does it again.
When you're not boxing, hold a man. There's nothing wrong with that.
In the second fight with Forrest, Vernon Forrest held Mosley over and over and over, and Shane was so frustrated he could barely stand himself when he got out of the ring. Oscar De La Hoya obviously observed that. Hard right hand by De La Hoya. Mosley didn't see it coming.
Mosley has no idea what to do to Oscar moving and jabbing and pecking him. He has no idea.
Crowd is quiet as they observe what has become a defensive and tactical paint job by De La Hoya. Good combination by Oscar after Mosley flung the big right. Now Shane comes back with one of his best combinations of the fight.
I like that Oscar, look, the punch is over. I'm backing up in my defense. That's wonderful.
Lead right hand by De La Hoya. Second one missed, but he followed up with left hands. Didn't give Shane Mosley a chance to counter. Two jabs and a right cross. Shane Mosley still not throwing.
You just don't train to throw those kind of punches and moving power.
Mosley threw 40 punches in the round. De La Hoya threw 46. Again, that's exactly what Oscar wants.
Anybody? I said, keep your legs out. Relax. Now, breathe in deep. Let us go. Get your wind back.
Shane, he's still in the rounds for you. You have to jab him. You're not using your legs. We worked on that. You're not on your toes. What's the problem?
I guess.
Stay on your toes. It's the 8th round. You got 4 more rounds to go. This one, 9th, 11th.
So what was the matter about me? We were low enough or what?
No, you're on your toes. Get on your toes, man. Use your skills. You got boxing skills. Use them.
Go, we out of time.
Use them.
Let's go, Mike. We got our boxing skills. See your corner.
In the first fight between Shane Mosley and Oscar De La Hoya led on 2 of the 3 official scorecards after the 7th round. Mosley dominated the last 5 rounds of that fight. He needs to do it again to make history repeat.
De La Hoya is asking his corner question. Sugar Shane asked his corner, what am I doing? Am I not bobbing and weaving? He doesn't know what to do, and the trainer doesn't know what to tell him.
Well, to me, Shane looked discouraged between rounds.
Well, he got conflicting advice in the 2 rounds. In the previous round, he was told he had to go out there and take it to De La Hoya, and after that round, he was told he has to box him.
They want him to move his feet. Take it to him, but move on your feet. Back, left and right. Keep bouncing on your feet. But Oscar is not going to... He's just standing back, waiting and delivering.
They almost banged heads again. And now Joe Cortez warns Mosley for rough tactics, as Shane, perhaps getting frustrated, was doing a little wrestling there. Oh, big left hook by Mosley.
Now he's coming back with his right hand. He's doing that to get that right hand open.
Shane trying to use his feet to get in position. Feints with the right, throws the left. That's another thing we haven't seen much of from tonight is successful feinting from Shane. He did a lot of it in the first fight.
He's got to do more than win rounds. He's got to do damage.
Yeah, he's got to get him a knockdown here.
Damage is done by a hard De La Hoya right hand.
He's got to drive Oscar De La Hoya back to those ropes if you want to get a good shot. You can't let him keep circling as he's doing. When a man is backing up from you, you must make his back touch the ropes. Otherwise, he can circle all night. And that's what Oscar is doing.
Again, De La Hoya using his far more liberally employed right hand. Early in his career, it was just an afterthought. Now he's tried to make it an almost equal weapon with his left. Mosley misses over the top of the right hand. Shane's partisans in the crowd chanting Mosley, Mosley, Mosley to try to get him going. Instead, De La Hoya lands a couple of rights.
And those right hands are hurting Shane Mosley. They're not just flickers. You keep running into those and you'll stop running.
Well, one of the ways in which Shane dissented from those who thought De La Hoya would win this fight was to say, I don't see any of that improvement. I think he's the same fighter that he was 3 years ago.
Those right hands on Mosley's side of his face are starting to hurt.
I don't think he is the same fighter that he was 3 years ago. I think he's different. Meaning De La Hoya. And unfortunately for Shane, I think he's different too.
Shane, you heard of a body shot. He's really hurt. This is the 9th round coming up. He is hurt. I believe he won the round, but you don't know which way the judge is graded. If you continue to hit with the body shots, he hurt. And when you throw your left, man, you got to use your body to twist.
Just tool him off the tower.
You can do the
Tool him out with it. I tried to, but he got quick left hook. He got quick left hook. So
okay, well, but look, you throw your right hand, 2-3-2, throw the right hand, throw the body shot. But you got to have balance when you do it. How your legs feel? Good? Well, use your legs, Shane. That's all you got to do. You got good leg offense. Use it to get in there.
Wipe me up.
Shane, use your legs to go to the body. He's hurting. You break him down. He almost quit. He almost quit, Shane. If you take the pressure and be steady, go to the body. Just move your head, okay? Don't make your head like crazy.
It's a sure sign of how desperate that the Mosley corner is when they feel they have to lift his spirits by telling him that De La Hoya almost quit after that good body shot.
De La Hoya is getting his second win, if you ask me.
What intrigued me was the moment when Mosley suggested to his father and trainer, Jack, why a particular tactic wouldn't work. When the fighter starts to tell the trainer why what he's recommending won't work, is that a bad sign, George?
That's so bad, so very bad. Where are you going to get your confidence? Where are you going to get your instruction?
Left hook by Mosley lands one of his better shots. De La Hoya comes back with a left hook right on the button. Mosley lands a right-hand lead.
And Mosley holds on, which is smart. He's not going to let Sugar Shane rally up. As soon as he gets something going, he holds it.
Mosley has landed some very good punishing shots in this round. Maybe more of them than in any previous round.
But De La Hoya goes back to the body in volume. Mosley landed one hard right hand to the body. Oscar landed 4 shots. Mosley gets in a low blow with the left hand. Oscar's eyes got wide. There's a big right hand by Shane Mosley.
Oscar De La Hoya is hurt that time.
Was he hurt from the low blow?
No, the right hand.
The right hand.
Shane Mosley is not even aware of it.
Oscar with a look of urgency on his face as Mosley landed that last right to the body. The left hook lands. De La Hoya begins to trade.
Once again, you don't want to get too left hook happy with a left hook artist like De La Hoya.
Cortez warns Mosley not to hold and hit. Shane seems to feel like this is his opportunity. Again, he's holding.
I think that De La Hoya is a little bit buzzed, if not hurt.
He's buzzed.
Big left hook to the body by De La Hoya. You heard Jack Mosley talk about Oscar stealing rounds. The last minute of each round definitely makes the biggest impression on the scorer. And Oscar's very conscious of that.
3 minutes, only 3 minutes in a round. That's not enough. Not for Sugar Shane. Oscar's back touched the rope for the first time.
He may be getting tired. Through various stages of his career, De La Hoya has had some stamina shortcomings, but generally his heart and will have carried him through. Except in the Trinidad fight, and when he wilted against Mosley in the 12th round.
De La Hoya's starting to reach out. That's bad. That's bad. You got to punch out. Don't reach out.
Good body shot by De La Hoya. Mosley had a good round, but it wasn't necessarily a clear-cut wipeout.
You got his ass now. All you got to do is continue to work like that. All right, give me a dry towel. Slow it down. Relax. I want to clip. Give me a dry towel. Bring it home.
Jackson, go back to boxing, okay? Touching, you're ahead. Keep touching. Win this round right here.
Yeah.
Get the pump in your jab. Because we want to play straight for strength. You ain't got to do that. I'll box you.
What's the hold now? All the whole 9 yards. All the signs are there. Continue to break his ass down with some hard body shots and stick that hook in there. You don't have to do it.
The question now is, with that right hand and other punches, has Mosley laid the groundwork for a big finish?
That's the right hand that hurt De La Hoya. You saw it land right behind the ear. In the 9th round, Mosley 22 out of 45. Very good round for him in CompuBox numbers. But still, De La Hoya threw more punches. He was 19 out of 55. Harold, how do you have it through 9?
Okay, Jim. I thought that Shane Mosley came back 1 rounds 8 and 9, 6 rounds to 3, 87, 84. Oscar De La Hoya. The question now is, did Shane Mosley overcome Oscar De La Hoya's big lead? Did the judges see it the same way I did and give Oscar De La Hoya credit for winning all the early rounds?
De La Hoya got in a good left hook that time.
Stopping Mosley's momentum for the moment.
And you better stop once you get hit with those. You can't keep coming.
That right hand brought a lot of Shane's desire and confidence back in the last round. Now he seems much more focused.
De La Hoya's going completely defense now. Those seconds ticking away does not help Shane Mosley.
Solid left hook by Mosley. De La Hoya felt it. De La Hoya gets in his own quick left hook. Not as much firepower as Shane's carried moments before.
Too much stalking by Shane Mosley and not enough punches.
He's acting like the slugger instead of a boxer.
The slugger, you got to get in some punches.
Yeah, but he's got to be a slugger. He has no other choice.
But you got to slug with more than one punch.
What if he wins the last 3 rounds, Larry? I don't think it's out of the question he can win the fight on the scorecards.
I can't see that.
I do. I think he's got to have at least a knockdown to stand a chance.
Good left hook by De La Hoya after a hard body shot by Mosley.
You're going to have a knockdown on a little more.
De La Hoya began to have a lot more trouble when he quit throwing 35 jabs per round. But again, he lands a right-hand shot across the top.
Now he gets the bounce in his legs, De La Hoya does. Mosley has to stop.
At the end of the day, it may be Oscar De La Hoya's improved and much more frequently utilized right hand that helps him most in this critical last 3 rounds. Cortez wants more action. And the right hand lands flush for De La Hoya. Not hard, but it scored. 2 left hooks for De La Hoya. Another left hook for De La Hoya. 1 body shot for Mosley. 2 more right hands for De La Hoya. Low blow by Mosley. Got away with it. Lands a big left hook. This is a good round.
Let's go. Sit back.
And whenever De La Hoya gets the energy, he takes over.
Hard right hand by Mosley. But again, 1 punch at a time. De La Hoya is the one who's landed combinations in this round. Tough round to score.
Watch that one. Hey, Shane. He's hurt. You're not putting that pressure on him enough to the body. Just every time you get close, you got to slide in there. You got to throw something. I don't care if you hit him on the arm, elbow, or what. You got to throw something to let these judges know you're in charge. The body shot's there, Shane. Don't wait to see for a perfect spot. You know what the spot is automatically.
Hey, breathe in and out. Okay, good. How you feel? Okay, baby, give me a good round, okay? Hey, baby. Keep that jab pumping like you're doing. And run the combination off and go.
Number 11.
You got to keep your jab.
There was some speculation going into this fight whether it would be competitive enough, close enough, electric enough, with De La Hoya winning and forcing a third fight. So far, De La Hoya is so far ahead, you can't see any reason for that.
Oscar smiles and touches gloves with Shane as they come to the championship rounds number 11 and 12. See that Harold Letterman gave the last round to De La Hoya. He threw more punches, landed more punches, and landed at a higher connect percentage. Let's see if that stops the Mosley rally, or if he can land some more big shots. There was another hard right hand. Didn't quite land flush. De La Hoya with a look of apprehension on his face, but that's fairly typical.
I like because he's sticking to his tactics. Dropping his left hand down to his waist, De La Hoya is now. That's not good. But other than that, he's doing great.
He's inviting the right hand lead with which Mosley was so effective in the first fight by dropping his hand like that.
Oscar's doing the old Oscar. Dropping the left to the waist. Shane Mosley's been throwing so many hard shots, he just can't muster up enough energy to do anything about it now.
Maybe Oscar's dropping his hands because he figures his hands are as fast as Mosley's now.
Mosley is not making the kind of effort necessary to turn this fight around.
Oh, he's pretty tired now. There's a lot of big shots to be thrown in a fight at any weight class.
I think De La Hoya is tighter.
Pick up.
And remember, that's a lot of weight for Shane Mosley and a big man that he's bumping into after throwing those hard shots.
He lifted weights to develop that deep chest. Deep chest.
Let him go,
There's
Shane.
a lot of debate among people in boxing as to whether it's only a little bit bad to lift weights or totally bad. Big left hook stuns De La Hoya. And De La Hoya with a right cross and a left hook of his own. Mosley with the right cross. Misses with that one. Trying to flurry in the corner. Last
De
minute
La
of round
Hoya
11.
holds on. He holds on. That's new in his repertoire, and it's good.
Mosley lands a right. De La Hoya again firing in combination. Uppercut landed by De La Hoya. His mouthpiece comes out. Now with the De La Hoya mouthpiece lying on the canvas, he tries to hurt Mosley.
I think that's Mosley's mouthpiece, isn't it?
I believe that's Oscar's mouthpiece. I think I watched it come out of his mouth. No? Okay. Now somebody else is telling me it's Shane's mouthpiece as well. Yeah, you're right. It's Shane's mouthpiece. Oscar's is still in. So Oscar with a chance to hammer away at Shane while Shane fights without the mouthpiece. It's still lying on the canvas.
You can box and keep. You better win this boxing match.
It's amazing to see Shane Mosley trying to fight like the slugger now, and he's likely to do it the rest of the way. De La Hoya flurries to try to be sure he can win the round.
Baby. You saw it coming.
Here's where the mouthpiece came out on the De La Hoya left uppercut.
De La Hoya,
You're going to have to. You can win this fight. You got to believe you can win this fight. Believe you can win this fight. You can be the person to knock him out. Hit his ass on the jaw as hard as you can, and then fight as hard as you can. And stay study like Ed Johnson used to stay. Study real. You can win this fight. You can make him quit. Hit his ass in the heart.
This is 3 minutes. Box. Sit down with your right hand. Kill him with your right hand, okay? He gonna come down.
Stay on it. Break him down. He's ready to quit. Stay on him, Shane. You got to win this round. You got to knock him down. You'll win the fight.
In their first fight, Shane Mosley outlanded Oscar De La Hoya 45-18 in the 12th round. This has been a far different fight. You can see they're still friends. Harold, how do you have it coming to the 12th?
Okay, Jim. 106, 103, 7 rounds to 4. Oscar De La Hoya. I just thought Shane Mosley won. Look at De La Hoya. He wants to fight. His daughter told him to box. He's not going to sit on the lead.
Oscar De La Hoya has always been brave.
Hard right hand by Mosley. He may be being too brave here.
Yeah, but he's never going to back away from a fight.
Hard right hand by Mosley. Stuns De La Hoya. Hardest punch of the fight. Oscar sees seemingly trying to find his leg as he holds on again.
Smart move. Hold on as much as you can.
De La Hoya giving Mosley chances by fighting him. Floyd Mayweather told him to box and stay away. Maybe De La Hoya thought, no, that was the Trinidad fight. I'm not going to do it again.
There's not enough time for Mosley with all of the holding that they put into Oscar De La Hoya's game plan. Not enough holding. Not enough time.
Neither fighter has ever scored a 12th round knockout. Shane Mosley is trying for something exquisitely dramatic here. You heard his father trying to motivate him. You can be the first man ever to knock this guy out.
And if it wasn't for Oscar holding, he could do it. But Oscar's smart these days. That's when you wonder, should I go another round? Should I ever fight again? You start asking yourself these questions.
A right and a left by De La Hoya momentarily skims the Mosley tide. Now he's boxing. Now he's decided to stay away. Mosley not finding opportunities. Less than a minute to go. Good left hook inside by De La Hoya. Mosley lands an uppercut. Oscar intelligently holds on.
Intelligently, that's what you call it. He never did it before, but now he has a reason to.
A dramatic 12th round as Oscar De La Hoya tries to hold on to his seemingly secure position in the fight, and Shane Mosley chases a knockout. They trade punches at close range. And after many tactical rounds, the crowd will get what it wants in the last 20 seconds of the fight. Oscar De La Hoya ignores his corner's advice, fights to the finish, and seems to wrap up a revenge victory over Shane Mosley.
Great fight, great boxing instruction by the corner. Perfect fight. Oscar De La Hoya should have this easily.
I don't think it reached the same heights of drama as the first fight. It was a clear-cut victory for De La Hoya. Dominated the first half of the fight. Fought him almost even in the second half of the fight. A terrific fight for De La Hoya.
May not meet it for you, Larry, but I like the idea of Shane trying to go for a knockout in the last round. That's excitement. That's drama in boxing. What more can you ask for when you're behind on points and you take a chance?
I agree with you. That's a great thing that happened in the 12th round, but there were
No, it was in the earlier round, the 8th, 9th, and 10th round. It was drama.
How's about this, guys? Floyd Mayweather told Oscar De La Hoya, box, 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 before the 12th round. He went out and threw 65 punches, most of them power shots, and fought. Once again, the three men charged with the responsibility of determining who won the rematch between Oscar De La Hoya and Shane Mosley. Stanley Christodoulou of South Africa, Anak Hong Tong Cam of Thailand, and Dwayne Ford of Nevada.
Oscar the hero. Not only a boxer now, he's a hero.
Harold Letterman's scorecard was only 115, 113 for De La Hoya. I've seen stranger things.
But it would be awful strange.
The odds on a draw were only 10-1. So let's go to Michael Buffer and let's listen carefully to see who won the fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the MGM Grand of Las Vegas, we go to the scorecards. All three judges, Dwayne Ford, Stanley Christodoulou, and Anek Hong Tong Cam, scored this contest 115 to 113 to the winner by unanimous decision and new champion of the world, Sugar